I spotted Cloud Climber on a Steam trawl and found that it's a walking simulator. I don't think I've tried many walking simulators before, or any even, so it tempted me to give it a try. It was a quick download of about 5 minutes, and it loaded up to a simple menu with graphics settings, a play, an exit, and a link to the creator's other game they're developing. The game is made by 2-Star Games. I decided just to jump in and started off waking up and being told I should go to the top of the tower I'm in to get a key to get across to another tower. The room I was in was 3D graphics, but it looked like it had been drawn by hand with scribbly shading. The controls were simple, mouse 1 to interact and WASD to move. You have an inventory you can view with E, and after picking up a key to unlock a chest and grab some water, I was on my way. The game funnels you where it wants you to go, so my immediate attempt to descend the tower or jump off it was sabotaged. Along the way, climbing the tower, you get to read some excellently numbered journal pages from people who lived there, like Joey and Bernie the Great and Terrible. Some are nice, some are annoying, and some, like Carl, enjoy miming shoving their friends off a giant tower, which is all lol and jokes until they actually do fall. Through little tidbits along the way, you get the story, telling you that people moved into the towers to avoid some kind of problem and are trying to reach the clouds, hence the name Cloud Climber. It's not too complex really, as said it's a walking simulator so there are no puzzles to solve, you just follow the route and pick up bits of the story. The environment is well designed, the story aims for quite a desolate atmosphere with no real music and only the faintest ambient noise, and large expanses of whited out environment with light peeking through the clouds and the shadows of other towers in the distance. It works this atmosphere quite well I think through a combination of all these things. Plus there are splashes of colour from flags but otherwise the towers are all quite beige and again add to the bleakness of the atmosphere. The game only lasted 20 minutes for me and, spoilers, you find out that you're the only person left in any of the towers as others have died for various reasons over time. It seemed when the building started happening that there were people on the ground bringing supplies, but the link was broken and people ended up rationing and taking things from other towers to survive. The disaster that people were avoiding appears to be a drought, as there are mentions that it hasn't rained for a long time and that dust storms are common, and someone questions why no one had foreseen lakes and rivers drying up. You are the only person left now. Initially people aimed to get to the clouds to get water from them, water that had disappeared on the ground. But as you yourself question at the end, is there much point in continuing a task made to help people survive when there is only one of you left? Speaking quickly of the other game advertised by 2-Star, it's called Choo Choo Charlie, and it looks like the aim is to get around an island on your train whilst trying not to be murdered by Thomas the Tank Engine's man-eating Little Nightmares cousin. So if that sounds appealing to you and you like the feel of this game, it might be worth checking out. It's a simple and effective little game, an interesting story but not really much more than that. Everything it needs to do works well, though my mouse was still moving around behind the game window so sometimes a little cursor would appear on the right hand side, but other than that the game is functionally good. It does its atmosphere and tells its story well, the general tone of isolation made stronger by the diary snippets giving you glimpses of other personalities that were around but are now missing. I'm going to give Cloud Climber a 7 out of 10, which to me feels a little harsh, but comparatively to other things I've played, I think that's where it falls. For what it is, I can't fault it, but it's not very long to kill time, and is really a once playthrough game with not too much in content, though what content it has does everything it needs to.